Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. My final Dior holiday order has arrived, so I'm going to unbox and show you everything that I picked up from Dior holiday this year. I feel the need to give the disclaimer that I did not purchase everything. I think that's completely normal and acceptable, but I never know what the expectation is. I don't want to let anyone down. As much as I think this is the prettiest luxury holiday collection of 2025, I still wanted to be responsible and not purchase products that I knew I wouldn't get use out of. It is all absolutely stunning, but the real standouts for me this year, the duo sequin lipsticks and the holiday gift sets, because those bags are just some of the cutest I've ever seen. We'll dive into the big box first. The theme this year is Dior Circus, which I absolutely love. I know it's not identical, but for some reason Circus with all of the sequins is also kind of giving me Life of a Showgirl vibes. It's very festive for the holidays, very on trend, and of course it's Dior, so we have plenty of gifts with purchase to unbox. I will include any promo codes down below in the description box as well. They threw in this really beautiful red lacquered makeup bag. Just like the holiday gift bags this year, it has the top handle, which is so convenient for grabbing, throwing in your suitcase, taking it out, throwing it in your purse, grabbing for the road. This is great for makeup storage, for basically any storage. I used my red velvet bag from last year to store my nail polish. I will probably throw maybe hairpins, bobby pins in here. I might even use this one to store my fragrance samples. It's so convenient, so cute. And then this pouch was added automatically for spending a certain amount on the holiday collection, I think. I can never have too many of these bags, but actually this is really cute. It's this black mesh Dior bag. This is very pretty. I love the stitching, how it looks like a Dior handbag. This would be cute for storing eyeliners or maybe mascaras. It's a really good size too. It's kind of small, but then it has a lot of depth. It's very wide, so you can fit a lot of stuff in here. I think both bags are really nice. And finally, the pouch filled with miscellaneous skincare and fragrance samples that they add automatically at checkout. And you know, Dior never skimps on their samples. They're so generous. I love carrying some of these in my purse. I travel with them. It's a great way to try the products. I'm particularly excited about this cleanser sample. These are like gold because I go through them so quickly and I never can have too many cleanser samples. I'm gonna try to get my hands on at least 2 other cleanser samples before all of my holiday trips this year. Now let's get into this haul. I already showed you the 2 shades of this Rouge Dior Sequin Liquid Duo that I purchased from Sephora. This is shade 420 Pink Star, and then 999, the classic Dior Red. I also purchased shade 100 Spectacular Nude and 220 Ribbons. And of course, I'm going to swatch and try all of these on for you. I really like the formula. It's very moussey and comfortable. They're very sparkly when you press your lips together, and then they have the gloss on the other side. I purchased both nail polishes. This is the Dior Vernis top coat, the glittery top coat in 124 Gold Circus, and then the nail polish 690 Plum Parade. I can't get enough of the Dior nail polish. I paint my nails every week, so it's a product that I tend to go through. I'm currently wearing shade Victoire on my nails. This is my favorite dark cherry, deep, kind of vampy fall winter nail polish shade from Dior, and I just pulled my holiday gold top coat from last year. This was called Lumiere 114. I almost skipped the Gold Circus because I thought, well, I already have a gold top coat from Dior. I wasn't sure how different it would be, but it actually is very different. So the Gold Circus from this year is more of a rose gold. It's beautiful. I skipped all 3 blushes. I'm about to be buried alive in Dior blush. I could not justify it. I also skipped the Rouge Dior lipsticks, although the shimmery one was in my cart for a while. I removed it. I was trying to be responsible, so it is now sitting on my wish list. I may pick that up just because it's sort of unique. I also skipped both eyeshadow palettes. They're very pretty. I love the gold packaging this year. I purchased a palette last year that I don't really touch that much. As pretty as I think the palettes are, I just know I won't get enough use out of them. I've purchased way too much eyeshadow already lately. I also skipped the powder highlighter. I opted instead to pick up the Forever Glow Maximizer. This is in shade 001. Abracada Dior. I love these maximizers. What can I say? They're beautiful, and I feel like most of the shades that I have, in fact, I think all of them are colorful. So I have a few pinks, I have the copper, I don't really have a pure highlighter shade, so I like the idea of having something a little bit lighter. That way I can mix it in with other cream products. I could just tap a little bit on the cheeks. Not only is the shade absolutely stunning, this is a product that I will truly use not just during the holidays, but throughout the year. I also had both Dior Show Stilos in my cart at one point in time, but as I continued to edit, I only checked out with one. This is the waterproof eyeliner shade ooh, that is not a 2. Shade 951 Pearly Rose Gold. I wanted the purple one as well. Now these I don't think are limited edition as part of the holiday collection. I think the 2 Stilos are just being featured alongside this collection. So I don't feel like there's any rush. If I really feel like I need to go back and purchase the pearly purple eyeliner, I always can. It's still early October, okay? I've done a lot of damage with holiday makeup. I need to slow my roll, but this pearly shade I thought would be so beautiful for the waterline. Can we all agree that this holiday gift set packaging is so stunning? It's festive, it's fun. Slap a bow on it, it's ready to go under the tree or in the stocking. It's so pretty. You don't even need to wrap it. These were selling out so quickly at the boutique. I snagged one online. I didn't purchase the set that I originally had my eye on. I went with the Volume and Definition Essentials because I love this mascara. But can we look at the bag? Oh, this is so fun. I think this is gorgeous. It's sparkly. It's so sparkly. Ooh, I know I saw it in person at the boutique, but wow. Seeing it in person. Look at the sparkle. I love the little handle. I think this is the prettiest holiday makeup bag that I've maybe ever seen. If you pack this for travel, are you going to get gold glitter all over your suitcase? It's possible. Will that glitter stay there for years to come? Most definitely, 100%. I cannot help but love these little makeup bags. I think the different options were really great this year from Dior. I saw for a while Macy's was offering 15% off beauty and they had received their set so you could get a discount. I don't think they're offering it anymore, but it is not going to be the last time. They always have big sales, especially as we get closer to November, December. I imagine you will be able to pick this up at a discount from maybe Macy's, Nordstrom, if they're price matching. I don't want to sound like a hater, but I do have to say, I think it is so nice that Dior offered at least one set for less than $100, unlike Chanel. The least expensive Chanel set this year was like $126. With the discount, this came out to around like $68, $65 with a cuter bag. The final piece I picked up from Dior Holiday this year, I know I showcased this in my YouTube short, is the candle. This is the Piste aux Étoiles candle. It's a different scent, different design. This fragrance is a little brighter, fruitier, it's a little happier. I scooted in nice and close so we can try these products. I don't have any blush on right now, so I can mix these two together, do my favorite current blush trick. So we're gonna go in now with this Forever Glow Maximizer Abracadabra Dior, and I'm gonna mix it with shade Daisy. This is 04 from the Forever Blush Soft Filter. I'm curious to see if this is the same amount of luminosity or if it's even more glittery than the other maximizers. It has that pink reflect already built in, so I feel like this is gonna be really perfect mixed with the blush. Daisy is so soft and light. It's the perfect everyday blush shade. And you can build it up nice and slowly. And you see how subtle the luminosity is? It is so perfect. I think I've realized when it comes to a luminous blush, if I'm gonna do luminosity all over the cheek or the blush region, I feel like it has to be a cream. For anyone who watched my testing new makeup video, you know what I'm talking about. But this luminosity, it just works. It's still daytime appropriate. It's still appropriate, full stop. It has a little glow, but not glittery, not sparkly, and it's just way more flattering. Same thing on the other side. I'm mixing basically equal parts of both. When you look very, very close, you can see a very faint, light pink iridescent sparkle, but not a ton of sparkle on the cheek. If I had to choose just one luminous cheek for the holidays between this Dior combination, the YSL blush palette, and the Chanel luminous powder blushes, this is what I would choose. I think it's just the most flattering. We might as well go in with the eyeliner as well, this waterproof Stilo. See if that brightens up the waterline at all. Am I getting anything? Maybe a little bit. Warm it up, okay. It is barely there, but it is very pretty. Can you see a difference? When I look up close, because it's pearly, but it's also just nude. So it gives a little bit of a pearly nude color to that waterline. But I do think it fills in that gap nicely without taking the look smoky. It almost I feel like it completes the look. Like now that I'm comparing sides, this side almost looks unfinished. It looks better with the eyeliner, with a little something there. I'm so happy this isn't limited edition because it's so gorgeous. Ooh, I love it. Very, very pretty. My husband just told me the date today of his office holiday party in December. I'm so excited. That's usually my one big holiday party that I look forward to more than he does. I don't know anyone there, but it's a great excuse to dress up and, you know, do your hair, do your makeup, get a holiday dress. Now let's get into the Dior Sequin Duo Liquid Lipstick. This is shade 100. My lips are totally dry. I just wiped them off so they have nothing underneath. The applicator is part of what makes these lipsticks so special. It's tapered. There's a little hole in the center, similar to the other Dior liquid lipsticks. They're so comfortable to apply, and you can get really precise because of the tip. I'm so happy they came out with a really nice range of nudes because liquid lipsticks all oxidize a little bit darker no matter what. This is shade 100. We're going to let it dry down for a moment. I'm trying to move in as close as humanly possible so you can hopefully pick up on the sequin effect. So this is the lipstick applied, plain, haven't done anything. Now I'm going to press my lips together. Did you see it? I can see it in person. Ooh, it's so pretty. Hopefully the camera will pick up the sparkle. The lipstick now feels totally dry. There's pink sequins, pink sparkle all over the lips, even before the gloss. If you do touch your lips, the lipstick transfers, the glitter transfers. Not a deal breaker for me, but something worth knowing. Glitter is really fun. I think as long as you maybe prepped your lips ahead of time with a lip mask, something really conditioning, could you get away with leaving it on its own? Yes, absolutely. I like the look of matte lipsticks. It's not that I hate matte, I just hate my lips feeling uncomfortable and looking really cracked. If there was a matte lipstick that existed that didn't make my lips feel dry, then I would love it. But unfortunately, especially with the sequin effect, you can just see all of the lines. It's totally natural. It happens. Doesn't look terrible. It looks nice. I personally wouldn't wear it this way just because I know it would drive me crazy. So I'm going to add the gloss on top and show you what it looks like. You can still see the sequins. You can still see a little sheen. They don't disappear like they did with the bullet lipsticks. That's pretty cool. They managed to find a gloss that when you apply on top, you can still see the sparkle. I love this shade. This is really beautiful. If they can somehow manage to make it long lasting and transfer resistant next year, that will be even better, but I don't know anything about lipstick formulas. Maybe it's not possible, but I do think these are incredible. Next, I'm going in with shade 220. Looks similar to 100 in the two, but it is definitely different on the lip. And the sequin reveal. Ooh, these sequins are silver. That's kind of cool. I guess each of the shades has a different shade of sequin. Wow. Can you see it? I don't think the camera is really going to do it justice. This silver sequins is really cool. As beautiful as this sparkle is, I still wouldn't wear it like this. You can see the lines from the dry lipstick, so go on top with the gloss. I also think the gloss probably helps prevent the sequins from kind of falling all over the place. Oh, stunning. I love a lip with a very light sheen. And that's the effect. Once you add the gloss, it just gives a hint of sparkle. It's criminal that these are limited edition. I absolutely love the effect. They are so, so pretty. I've already showed you the last two, but I'm going to show them again. This is shade 420, Pink Star. Frosty, sparkly, topping it off with the gloss. The first two shades were more nude. This is more of a pinky mauve. And finally, we have the classic, iconic Dior red, shade 999. There's a deeper red, I think it's called shade Carousel. That looks really beautiful. If I buy anything else from this collection, I might pick up Carousel. The grand sequin reveal. Ooh. These sequins are kind of a mix of silver and red. That's something I didn't really pick up on the first time I tried them. I didn't know that all of the sequins were going to be different. So pretty. Trying to add a very small amount of gloss to the red. There's already a lot going on between the red and the sparkle. I think if it's too glossy, it can almost be overwhelming. Of course, it's the perfect holiday lip, shade 999. Very, very pretty, fun, festive. I'm ready for Christmas. I love the lips. I love the cheek. I'm just sort of curious to see what this is gonna look like if I just tap it directly on the cheek. I don't want to mess up what we have going on, but just out of curiosity, if we were to use this just as a highlighter, not mixed in with the blush. I was just curious to see what it looks like as a highlighter. It looks very glassy, glossy, shiny, super, super shiny. And that's everything I purchased from Dior Holiday 2025. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked seeing my haul and demonstration, Give it a thumbs up, leave me your comments, questions down below. I'm curious, what is your favorite piece? If you've purchased, are you skipping this year? Let me know down below in the comments section. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be tagged to the video and listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.